why there aren't that many women? I mean, what do you think is happening that we're not seeing, people like yourself be involved in the industry? Where do you think the stumbling block is, or the blockage is?
There are two main reasons. I think there's definitely a lack of confidence, and the fact that I think a lot of women don't feel like they know enough. I don't think they receive enough support and mentorship in that way. Having someone who tells you that what you're doing is right and that you're capable goes a very long way.
It's also understandable that maybe there are environments which have raised women with this sense that there are limitations, where you get told you can't do this because you're a girl versus a boy. I'm raising my daughters with a sense of possibilities.
I guess the question, has anything changed in the last 6 years? Honestly, I'm still shocked by what happens in the industry. Men are still very patriarchal and sexist, and the culture in finance is still very much male dominated and kind of almost aggressive. And so women, we do struggle in this environment, and there are just not enough role models, I think, in our industry for it to be easier for women. It's a very tough industry for women.
The people that are uncomfortable the most about having women in positions of leadership and in the C-suite, it's actually men, not women themselves.
But I also think we've made the issue a women's issue. So what the result is, we've actually got together as women and we discuss what hasn't happened and what hasn't been done and all the rest of it, and we don't make it a business issue. So we don't bring the conversations into the mainstream of business, which I think is so vitally important, because only when we do that will we start seeing a change.
Most things in the organization work best bottom up because the ownership is there, except transformation, except issues of culture, because that needs to be set from the top. The tone must come from the top. Why at the top? Because that's where you really have honest conversations. To say, here's the business case for transformation, as if one still needs a business case in the 21st century. Secondly, you say, we're going to talk about it honestly, openly, and transparently.
Is that in the boardroom, the kinds of conversations that I have and the people that are around the boardroom table, to a great extent we all understand, but you've got to be very deliberate about this conversation.
So bring in women at executive level, they'll help you to find the janitors.
So I think the more of us that get together and amplify those voices and inspire others to get involved, the more that can be done.